Hi, I'm attorney Katelyn Ridenour of One Accord Legal LLC, and today I'm going to spend some time talking to you about Colorado's mandatory financial disclosures, what they are, why you're required to do them, and then a general overview of what you'll have to complete. So first, Colorado requires certain mandatory financial disclosures in every divorce case. Both spouses have to provide all information related to their income, expenses, assets, and debts. The reason for these disclosures is to prevent one party from hiding financial assets or information from the other party. And this is especially important if only one party is on the bank accounts or one party has greater access to the financial information. Now, I want to kind of talk you through what the process of mandatory financial disclosures is and give you a warning that they are pretty hefty, and most of my clients come back to me with, do I really have to provide all of this information? And unfortunately, the answer is yes, you have to provide all of it, and if you don't, for 5 years after the divorce, if your spouse finds out that you did not provide information, your spouse can go back to the court and ask to reopen property division and redivide the assets based on what you didn't disclose. So the penalty is actually pretty stiff if you don't comply. So you do need to disclose everything. Now, there's a couple things that you will receive from my office after your divorce has been filed related to these mandatory financial disclosures. The first is a link to family law software. That is where you will enter information to complete your sworn financial statement. That's going to list your income, your monthly expenses, all of your assets, and all of your debts. So it basically gives a summary of your financial picture. The reason I use financial or family law software is because then it allows me to take the information that you have put in and to run maintenance worksheets and child support worksheets and sample property division scenarios. So it's a very useful tool for me, which is why I use a software and don't just have you fill out the online fillable form. The next thing you're going to get from me is a piece of paper that looks like this. This is a list, in addition to the sworn financial statement, of all the extra documents that you have to provide. And it includes things like real estate documents, pay stubs, tax returns for the last 3 years, bank statements, credit card statements, if you have children, childcare expenses, medical expenses, insurance information. It's a pretty lengthy list. So I want to give you a few tips on how to go through this category or through this list of documents. First, if you don't have a category of documents on the list, just skip it. You don't need to do anything further about it. Second, another question I frequently get is, what do I do if I know that we have this account, but that information is back at the house with my spouse, or only my spouse has the login information? Again, skip that category. Make a note so that I know we need to be looking for that from the other party. But if the other party has it, then you don't need to provide it. Once you provide all of this information to my office, I go through, review it, make sure everything looks complete, ask any questions, and then I will redact account numbers. So you don't need to worry about that on these disclosures. All but the last 4 digits will be redacted from account numbers and then also social security numbers. I hope this information is helpful. If you have further questions about Colorado's mandatory financial disclosures, please don't hesitate to give me a call or send me an email. Thanks.